jurisdiction, and how is the good man Asha Owere?
And our audience, I am coming to you from the Media Lab headquarters here in Entebbe. This beautiful Monday. Entebbe has come, unlike a downpour that came last night and still on, but everything is okay and people are out to do their daily works. This beautiful morning, we are going to be speaking matters mid-term access, the NSSF bill, which was of course signed to by the president so that people start receiving their money, and that started. But of course, we've seen many complaints come through. Other people are not able to access their money. Many other concerns raised, of course, when NSSF, actually, according to the National Organization of Trade Union, people who make 45 are supposed to access their money. But somehow we saw a slight change coming through, that those who have saved for 120 months consistently are the ones who will be receiving that money. And that, of course, takes us to the the National Organization of Trade Union to inquire if really that is what they meant and people are not able to access their money. I am joined by the chairperson himself, Asha Wilson Owere, to discuss more of this. Good morning and welcome to NTV.
Good morning, and how are you, my brother?
I am okay. Now, we'll quickly start on the conversation. The mid-term access that started recently, and some people are able to get their money. Others have raised the concerns of some quotations that have not made them to access the funds. What generally can you say about this?
Now, first of all, the mid-term access, the dream has come true. But we'll keep on adjusting to all the mistakes and some lacunas within the law. We have discovered that our dream was you clock 45 years, you have saved for 10 years, you access the money. Now, the lawyers who are in that and some officers, technical people, interpreted that into contribution. And I think we are trying to get into the Hansard and try to find out who changed this to contribution.
It is where I wanted to ask you, is it exactly what you put in the bill as matters discussion, or you just realized after the president had dotted on the paper that something slightly had changed?
No, from the beginning up to the end, for us, our issue was 45 years, and you have saved for 10 years. Now, the changes in contribution, we now have to find out where it came from. But anyway, that's not very, very important. What is important is now, what was our dream? Our dream was to ensure that somebody who has clocked 45 years, and he has been actually a saver for 10 years. Others have even been there for 15 years or over, must access their money.
And how does this affect the workers who are the direct beneficiaries?
No, there are those workers who have lost jobs. They are on the street, and he has been saving. Now, when he is 45 years, he has maybe the saving came up to 10, and he has not been saving. Now that worker is affected. Then there are also those people who have issues with their age and so on, but those are minor. The main issue is now how savings and contribution came in. The saving is the word we used. Now contribution, the lawyers are interpreting it in a different way. Not all lawyers, but the technical people who worked on the regulation.
But how are you doing about it?
No, we are already in consultation with the government. This was a government bill, and our main agenda was the workers to access this money. So we are in touch with the Attorney General, we are in touch with the Minister of Gender, Labor and Social Development, and we are now getting the people who have actually got into this problem. They are petitioning. We are going to ensure that we get in touch with the Parliament, Minister of Gender, and then Attorney General, and sort out this.
Mr. Owere, how can you interpret 10 years for 120 months?
Now, I want the viewers to listen to me. This is one of the bills which has actually gone through many processes. You remember this bill even was passed in Parliament for the second time. First time, and then it was put off second time. We had the similar problem. So it's not something that is very easy. We had so many people who are fighting this bill. Even up to the end, we almost lost it. But now we have gone through. What we need now today is to just redefine and correct issues which are coming up. And we are going to do that.
And how long do you think this will take? Because I am sure many people who have been saving for this money are the ones. Last time we were at the NSSF offices, when people are applying for the money, the number can tell that people are really in need of this money.
Exactly. And we are also we are going to expedite that process. We are going to ensure, even as I talk to you now, I'm going to have a meeting with my team. We kickstart the process. And we are going to lobby. This is a government bill. And this is a political issue that will make government look awkward, and we must ensure that our agenda is taken in. And I just want to warn anybody who wants to frustrate this bill is going to have it very rough. We are not going to sit down and just watch, because this is something which is benefiting the workers. It's the first time in the history of the world that Uganda, we are trying to make sure people access their money when they are still. And you know, COVID has hit people, not only COVID, but we are looking at a way that as government and other institutions like NSSF is benefiting from this money, let the owners of this money also benefit. You access this money when you are 45 and you have saved for 10 years, then somebody comes with a rider in the bill and says contribution, then you start interpreting it in the other way. It's not acceptable, and we are not going to allow it. So that one, I've already discussed with the minister. We have agreed. I've discussed with the Attorney General. We are now going to start a process. And that process, anybody who wants to frustrate it, we will go in for that particular person.
Okay. Well, for time reasons, Mr. Asha Wilson Owere, we will leave it there, but thank you for making time to speak to us. I know there's been a downpour, but you made time to come and speak to the people. No,
I also want to thank NTV for following up and ensuring that, you know, we must transform lives of people. We as leaders, it's our role to ensure that we transform the life. We identify key issues that are affecting society, and we solve them.
Well, the man himself, the chairperson of the National Organization of Trade Union, Asha Wilson Owere, speaking to us on matters mid-term access, of course. As he says, the process to see that those small quotations that were, you know, smuggled into the bill are going to be rectified. We're also keeping tabs to see and follow what transpires so that we let our audience know. For time reasons, Rame Busika, I want to get back to you in the studios. A very good morning to you.